This 9th tutorial summarizes the documentation available for the pairfam project. What is the overview? The overview is a summary of the most important pairfam materials on one page. This is a good starting point where you can find prompts as to where to find more information on which topic. What is included in the quick guide? The quick guide gives a bit more in-depth description of documentation materials, available datasets, variables, and the teaching version, information on analyses and missing values, the combination of datasets in wide and long format, and citation rules. Where do I find specific information on variables? The codebooks are available in both German and English, and include complete information on question wording, answer possibilities, coding, filtering, interviewer instructions, etc. for each group of respondents and each wave. Copies of the PAP questionnaires for parents, partners, and the parenting survey are also available, but are only available in German and do not include question numbers. Is there a quicker way to see which questions were asked to which respondent in which waves? No need to go through all the codebooks for all waves and respondent type. There is a better way. The question program is an Excel sheet that summarizes which questions were asked in which waves for each respondent type separately, including variable names and labels for each question and information on changes between waves. However, the question program does not include information on exact variable labels, filtering, and question wording. Therefore, we advise first looking through the question program to locate variables of interest and understand in which waves and to whom they were posed. Then, take a closer look at these variables in the respective codebooks for question wording and filtering. What is the data manual? The data manual contains information about the data structure, data sets and variables, data preparation and consistency checks, generated data and variables, and a detailed documentation of the weighting variables. We highly recommend skimming through the data manual. The nuts and bolts section is relevant to any analysis, and the index will tell you which other sections might be of interest, in particular the generated variables. The data manual also contains sections dedicated to the integration of the demotive, step-up, and refreshment samples, as well as changes in survey mode in waves 12 and 13 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. What are the technical papers? These reports were prepared by the pairfam team in order to inform users of important information and give support with regard to data preparation and data analysis. We suggest reading through the titles to see if there is a topic of interest for your research. Some technical papers that are worth mentioning for all analyses are the following. Technical paper number 1 summarizes the study design and fieldwork of all waves, including the sample procedure, respondents and questionnaires, response and attrition rates, measures to maintain panel stability, interview duration, and validation analyses. Technical paper number 14 presents the design and instruments of the pairfam COVID-19 survey, an additional study that was conducted in 2020. Technical paper number 16 explains the effects of survey design modifications in waves 12 and 13 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Technical paper number 17 is also helpful as a detailed overview of the included weighting variables in the anchor data and their application. Who wrote the method reports? The method reports were written by the Survey Institute Cantor Public to sum up fieldwork, samples, incentives, response rates, survey implementation, and procedures to increase panel stability. Compared to the technical paper number 1, which covers the same topics, the method reports are more detailed in their fieldwork description and are available for each wave separately. However, they are only available in German. The reference paper includes the methodological principles and theoretical foundation of the pairfam study. Please note that this paper should be cited in addition to the dataset if you publish your analysis of the pairfam data. What is included in the Scales and Instruments Manual? The Scales and Instruments Manual contains suggestions for generating index variables and scales. It gives information on the theoretical origin, composition, item characteristics, and reliability of index variables and scales. Furthermore, it lists Cronbach's alpha of each scale and offers an extensive bibliography of the different concepts. The scales are not included in the data. However, syntax files are provided for Stata and SPSS in the scientific use file for easy reconstruction. Are there more syntax files available? In addition to the scales syntax files, we also provide syntax for the generated variables and datasets, as well as files with which you can create a teaching version of the pairfam data. Note that the teaching version can be distributed to your students with the appropriate distribution form. Furthermore, 6 quick start files are available for Stata users to facilitate the handling of the pairfam data. These include suggestions for cross-sectional, longitudinal and dyadic data matching procedures, constructing samples and weighting, handling missing data, exercising fixed effects panel analysis, and for working with the generated dataset by or part. This concludes the 9th tutorial. Tutorial number 10 will help you get started with your analysis of the pairfam data.